Today we're going to be looking in Sandusky, Ohio? No, Alabama. Yep, there is a Sandusky, Alabama. It's part of the area associated with Birmingham. So let's see if we can find any privies. And there's an old cemetery here. Sometimes behind cemeteries is a good place to look for old dumps. But today I'm really looking down here because, wow, that's a tight fit. I don't know if I want to go through here. I don't think I can even fit. This is made for Model Ts, obviously. So I'm going to have to go park somewhere else. So anyway, there's a lot of woodland behind here. And there used to be some structures back there. So there is the cemetery, and it goes on the other side of this road as well. But there's a cluster of houses and some kind of a building. Several more houses, a whole row of them over here. So we have that giant area of woods that's probably at least 14 acres. So let's see if I can find anything out there. Well, I just walked a giant 100-acre piece of land for about an hour and a half. And all I have to show for it is another hillbilly Mountain Dew. Starting to find too many of these. But hopefully I'll clean it up and get $10 for it. Okay, after 3 hours of walking through the woods and finding extremely little, I think I'll go back to trying to dig something before it starts raining again. We've been getting way too much rain the last month. Okay, here I am in the ghetto of Bessemer, Alabama. There's a lot of vacant lots over this way. The Sanborn maps don't cover here, but there are privies out here. They might be from the teens, maybe even the 1920s. I got one poked out over there. It's full of water though. But most of these holes have actually been dug by somebody else already, and this one feels undug, so I'm gonna go dig a test pit into it. And I found an antique mall, and I'm surprised to see how many cars are over here. There's like 10 cars parked here. I thought antiques were dead. Back to Eutaw, Alabama. Treasure hunting, not because I planned to come this way, but I just happened to be going to this Jackson, Mississippi bottle show, and this is along the way. Well, I'm back here at the creek trying to find an entry point. Hopefully other people haven't come here in the last few years because of the video I made. Let's get down into that spot. Well, I see one right here, but it's supposed to be an ACL. There is a little bit of embossing on it, but I don't even think I want to bring that one home. And a few feet away we have this broken crock. It's got that gray tint to it. It's probably from the 1880s. Then a few feet away, what do we have here? Looks like a blown in a mold drugstore bottle. It sure looks like a big dump layer right there, but it's very sparse on the bottles. It goes all over this area. And we've had a tremendous amount of rain this month, so we've had a mudslide here. And I can see a bottle right here. Not very good one, but it could be from the late 20s. There's another bottle way up there. I don't know if I can get to it without getting all muddy. Here's a couple of things that surfaced since the last time. Of course, that was broken. But what about this green bottle? Hey, you dogs, be quiet over there. Well, it's a Brian Nims. I've seen Dr. Pepper bottles with that name on them. And they're from the whole state of Alabama and Georgia. No, it must be right on the state line someplace. I think it was an ACL, but it lost its paint. But I think it's still worth a couple dollars, so I'll bring that one back. Well, I see another washed out bottle. Not a very rare one, but still $5 anyway. There's just gotta be something in this section coming up. Well, there's a pretty old looking shard right there. But where's all the whole things? Well, it's a Slick Pharmacy screw top too. Don't need any more of those. There's a semi-modern whiskey. Whoa, look at that one. Some great color there, but it's just a broken piece. There's a really old looking shard. What do we have here? That's really stuck in there. It must be a whole one then. Looks like a soda pop. Oh no, is that the Pluto on the bottom? No, it's not. But it's just another one of those tricky ones that makes you think it's an older one because it's small and aqua, but it's really just a Grapico from the 50s. Tricking me into thinking it's a Straights Outta Coke again. So, what have we got here? It's a modern, well, 1950s or early 60s anyway. Thought I saw something else over here. Where did it go? Well, the top's broken, but there's always a small chance it's embossed, but nope, not that time. Oh, there's one I recognize. Hires root beer. That really powerful mixture that makes a 5-gallon bucket full of root beer in a little 3-ounce bottle. Well, that's interesting. It's an atomic disintegrator. It's even got the setting knob on it. It's got to be from the early 60s, right? I don't know if I should bring this home or not. It's in pretty rough shape. Here's one that's not really that old, but I don't find a lot of these. It could be worth $4. Okay, there's one that almost got away. I almost didn't notice this one because it's so camouflaged. And even though it's a crown top, it looks really old. But it's not because it's machine made. What would that have been? Looks like a big amber 7-Up. But I don't think it was, because I don't think they made them in the 12-ounce size. It's a good thing I decided not to try and drive across this bridge. It's got a lot of homemade looking repairs to it. Yeah, it's definitely starting to rot away on us. Well, what do we have over here? the Squirrel Palace. Has anybody looked under the floor lately? Well, I wish I had a light with me at this point, but I don't. And it's definitely the kind you want to look under. There's not going to be a bunch of modern pipes and heating ducts and whatever else that's under new houses. Okay, we just came from another creek walk. Found that. Might be worth $2. And then a nice camouflaged looking deep patent Coke from Meridian, Mississippi. Probably worth about $2.50. And then this would have been a nice one. It's a Dr. Pepper from Tuscaloosa. But of course it had to be broken off. But it still would make a drinking glass. So it's probably a pretty rare one too, so I'm going to keep that one. And of course we got a new grape. It's nice and filthy. It is from Columbus, Mississippi. Hopefully I'll be able to get $7 or $8 after I clean it up.